Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. I am also a certified trichologist here in New York, and I service people all over the country. I am a trichology business strategist as well as a coach, and I am super excited to be here this morning with you. Thank you so much for already joining. If you are new, let me know where you're from. Also, share this live with people that are new to the trichology. Hey, who are new to the trichology space, those people who are like teetering and saying, I really want to do more. I'm getting a lot of clients with hair loss and different things like that. This is the live series for you. Hey, Mississippi, what's going on? So, I have a friend in Mississippi. Oh my gosh. My good Judy living in Mississippi. So, listen, let us do some really quick housekeeping, and we're going to get out of your way. Hey, Sadaria, good morning. So, wait, shout out to Sadaria, who don't need none of this, but she be on. She's been on for the last 3 days. So thank you so much. Thank you, Veronica, as well, because she already a trichologist too. So, like, so listen, if you know somebody that may need this information, today is day 3, and we are talking about just foundational trichology business setup. So day 1 was the type of trichologist that you wanted to be, what you wanted to offer. Day 2 was your exit plan, how you going to come from behind this chair if that is your desire. And today I will very briefly be speaking to you about what would make your trichology business successful, some simple setup tips and all that jazz. So like I said, if you know somebody that would need this information, please, ma'am, sir, whomever, please share. Also, I am live on Trichology 911, Trichology_911 on Instagram, and I'm live here on Maisha Edmond on Facebook, Trichology 911 on Facebook, and I'm also live on YouTube. So that's really exciting for me. What's up? Okay, so let's get to it. First of all, trichology business is it is, of course, like any other business, but it is very unique in that it is something that you can you can take from some stuff from medical, you can take some stuff from the beauty, you put it together, and then you ultimately don't have to stay within the guidelines of either one. But as long as you are up to code and all that other stuff, you can really make it what you want it to be. You can add, you can take out, you can have a wet clinic, you can have a dry clinic, you can be a trichologist who is someone who's going to focus on cranial prosthetics. You can be someone that focuses on nutrition. You can be someone that is in the longevity and anti-aging space. You can be someone that is only niche down, not only treat people that have seborrheic dermatitis or whatever the case. It really is up to you, right? So once you figure out, okay, the demographic that you're going to serve, you look at what type of trichology you want to offer. What are the people saying? What are the streets saying? What is the community that you're in? What are they saying, right? What are you passionate about? You think of all of those things, right? And then you get into now I got to get out, right? How am I going to do this? I need to make sure I get a point of exit. This is from yesterday. You want to leverage the things that you already know. You want to announce, hey, I'm a trichologist now. I'm going to be offering these services, yada, yada, yada. And then you want to embrace the new. That's the pricing. That's the positioning. That's how you post. All those different things is very, very important. But then we get to this last day, right? This is day 3. And it is basically your trichology business setup. It is how you are going to make your trichology practice successful. So the overall and short answer of it, if you like, listen, Maisha, I ain't got time to be sitting around listening to all these bullet points. The short of it is systems. What makes a trichology practice successful? systems. I used to have a problem with the word systems because I'm like, what does that mean? Like everybody has a system and they say, oh, you're doing it wrong if you're not using this system. And this system is called this. And you got to do this and that. And I was so confused until I realized, Maisha, look up the word systems. It's literally in layman's terms, putting small pieces together that you're going to string together, right? Taking small different things, you're stringing them together to make one thing run. So if that's your onboarding, right? That's your posting, right? So you posted, hey, I'm doing free 15-minute consultation. And then they click the link, right? Oh, awesome. So then they click the link. And then once they click the link, they go to, they can do a free 15-minute consultation or they could do a full consultation. Once they come in for the full consultation, then you give them options for whatever treatment plan it is. After that, then you start to do the treatment plan, you start to seeing results and all that other stuff. And then when everything is over, you decide to either bring them over into a new treatment plan or you give them a maintenance plan. So that is a system. That's it, from onboarding to having this lifelong client or whatever you decide to do. So there's that. So let's get into what makes your trichology practice successful, and it is systems. How you run the business. So you need a system for running the business. That's payment, that's invoicing, that's billing. How does that look for you? How you document your progress, right? Are you just doing whatever, you just throwing stuff to the wall? If it sticks, it just sticks and that's it. Or are you actually documenting the progress? Are you taking those photos? Do you have folders set up in your computer where you can go to Ms. Jenkins' hair progress and see front, back, left, right side, the top, right? Are you doing those different things? What are you doing as far as documenting the system? The next thing is how you qualify your products. I don't know. How are you qualifying your products? Now, what does that mean? This is something that I came up with years ago. But when I say how you qualify your products, you're looking at these ingredients and you're saying, okay, I know that they said it does this, but based on this active ingredient, it does this. Is it qualified? Does it qualify for me to use it for what they say? Can I still use it or should I scrap it? I'm talking about setting up your business. You got to have, okay, let me just sidebar this. When you are a trichologist, new, improving, you're already in whatever it is. When you are hey Shay, when you are a trichologist, the thing that you want to look at is what can I use? And this is for styling too, because I did this when I first became a stylist. What can I use that I can get the most out of, I can do the most with, and make the most money, right? So as a trichologist, because that's who I'm talking to, is it smart for me to go and buy a $900 electroporation wand when I don't even understand the technology of the electroporation wand? Does it make sense for me to buy an $1,100 aquatic mister? Right? Okay, yes. Right. Oh yeah, XCC is, yeah. And so and let me just answer her. I think it's CPC. So let me tell you about that, because they don't tell you that it's they do say multi-therapeutic, but honestly, that company, the school that's attached with, in my experience, has been a product-based system. So they just want you to buy their stuff and sell it, and just buy it and sell it. So that's why I didn't get the results that I wanted. Now they do have some good stuff, but they just don't tell you how to really use it right. And especially if your market is people of color, because remember, stuff out of the box is not usually for people of color. It is for the mainstream oh, I lost my hair. I'm a middle-aged Caucasian man, and I just want to get my hair back. It's not for people with melanin. They don't tell you how to adjust the products or if those products really work. So, you know what I'm saying? So let's get back to what I was saying about, what was I saying? Qualifying the products. Did I say that? Qualifying the products? Okay. So, oh, no. I was saying, oh yeah, it doesn't make sense for you to spend a whole lot of money on tools and on certain products when you don't understand the grassroots of it. For example, before I purchased an aquatic mister, I had a rice cooker. Why? Because I know I needed steam. I know I needed to be compact. I didn't necessarily have a microwave to wet towels and all that other stuff. I wanted to use certain essential oils. So I was able to do what I needed to do, have clean towels in the rice cooker. They stayed hot. And then when it was time for me to do what I would have done with an aquatic mister or a steamer, right? Because I didn't have the money, I was able to give me a little $18 Hampton Beach rice cooker, roll up my little towels, put whatever I wanted to on the towels, close that up, keep them nice and hot, you know what I'm saying, and be able to go in there, you know what I'm saying? And that was before I had a towel warmer and all that other, because I didn't have the money. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, have a whole bunch of products and stuff like that. And as you evolve as a trichologist, what you'll find out is the things that you thought were really, really necessary to run your business when you first started, you don't even need them. I always say this: there's a trichologist in Dubai that only has a stand-up magnifying glass with the light. That's it. Killing the game. Why? Because they study, they research, they understand, and that's part of it. They also understand the goal or the solution. They know where they're trying to get to, right? Because they know where they're trying to go, then they understand the grassroots of it. That's why I always say, listen, go back, read your chapters from trichology training. Go back, look at your cosmetology books. Look at all those things. Why? Because when you understand what it is, if you know you need circulation, right? Do you spend $5,000 on a laser, or do you go ahead and figure out how to properly massage this client's scalp, or get you a good paddle brush and do brush therapy for circulation? Which one do you do? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. But what do you do? Because we when we talk about trichology business, it's so crazy. When I first started, people will get up there and they will shame you. They will shame you. They would be like, if you still doing weaves, you not a real trichologist. If you still doing this, and I can't believe, and never give you the solution, never give you the answers, right? But the answer was, now pay me $5,000 and come to this class. Now listen, I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, and I charge, right? But I'm going to give you answers. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what can you use that's in your possession right now? What's in your hand right now that you can use? If you are transitioning from stylist to the trichology world, or you're introducing trichology into your salon, what can you use right now that would translate into better healthy hair care products? What's in your hand? Stop giving away your money. And then you become like a junkie. If I take one more class, I'm talking about me. If I could get one more class, all I need is $1,500. If I get in this one more class, I promise you, then I'm gonna be the bomb. I will get that money and get one more class. I will get one more class because it's what's in your hand. Come on, Shell. It's what's in your hand. You're not using what's in your hand. You're not using what's in your brain. You're not using what's in your mind. If you've been hearing that everything you need to succeed is already in you, why are you still reaching outward? Why are you still chasing the next best? Let me tell you something. They, I tell my kids this, and I tell me this, and anybody that I mentor, they not better than you. I don't care who you're looking at. You see Maisha up here, she not better than you. She don't have nothing that you don't have. So what are you going to do? You're going to look at what you have and say, okay, well, how can I flip this? When I first started, I thought that the natural progression of trichology for me, hey Trisha, was that I learned trichology. Oh my God, I'm so gung-ho. It's so great. My next order of business was to teach other stylists trichology. I'm going to teach trichology, right? But why would I have to teach trichology and I just got out of a trichology school? Now, I do understand now that I can teach and I can teach from a different perspective, but I needed to find my lane. So in 2020, I believe in 2020 or a little bit before that, every single day for 6 months, I would say out loud, find a hole and fill it. Find a hole and fill it. And I'm still talking about Trichology Business. Find a hole and fill it. Find a hole and fill it. What is missing? What is missing? And that's when I came up with, when nobody was doing it, the business behind the business of trichology. How to make your trichology business work so that anybody that came from any program, I don't care what program you came from, I don't care what product you stand behind, I have a structure that will allow you to plug in whatever information you have, whatever products you use, and make it make sense for the people that you serve. And I want to admonish you today to find a hole and fill it. You done spent thousands of dollars, hundreds of hours. You listen, when I first started, my thing was I went to this little class and the girl said, you all you need is a 10 by 10 space. Just get you a 10 by 10 space and you and make sure it's somewhere where there's doctors or something. And child, I went and got me a little space, had me a little office, and you know what I'm saying, I'm pulling into this office. I had me a little grand opening, had me a little flyer, had my little lab coat on it, because you already know about trichologists. You finish, you get your little certificate, you get your little lab coats, right? You take some pictures. And what happened was I took my pictures and I had my little certificate and I had it framed and I had me a grand opening. I'm talking about Trichology Business, finding a hole and filling it. And so I had it and people came and I lived all the way in Long Island. I had people from Brooklyn and I had people from Queens and other ends of Long Island and people wishing me well. And I got there and it was nice and I had a little food and a little drink. And I, what I'm saying, come on in and get your little sparkling cider. And, I had Pastor. She came and she prayed over the spot. And Lord, I thank you. Right? And it was everything. And I just felt the Lord. And I just knew it. I was changing lives. Then people left, honey. And the next day when I came in, I had that one box of XTC products on my desk. And I had the massage table and it smelled good and it was beautiful. And I sat in there. And then I logged online and I was scrolling on Facebook. And then, thank you, Tareen. And then I get off and then I go over to my little candle, to make it smell good in case somebody come. And then I went back and I sat in my little swivelly chair and I was sitting in my chair and sitting in my desk. And then I print something on my printer. And then I look at the clock and I say, oh, well, let me go have lunch. Let me go get me some lunch. But I would leave out in my lab coat because I want people to ask me what I do because, I need clients. You know what I'm saying? Did all of that. Ain't have nobody. Baby, in a month, I closed that office because I didn't understand the foundation or the fundamentals of trichology business. You don't even know the active ingredient that you need to help somebody with seborrheic dermatitis. You have no idea that there's a difference between the different types of dandruff. You don't even know the 5 common types of hair loss that you see behind the chair. But we out here just opening up spaces. And then we want to say that trichology doesn't work. Then we want to say, the business, it doesn't work. And people don't want their hair to grow. And people don't want that. No. It's about business. So let me go back. How are you running your business? It's all about systems. You have your payments, invoice and billing. What does that look like? How you're documenting your progress. How you qualify your products, right? Does it even make sense to use it? How you eliminate issues. How are you eliminating issues? Are you believing the hype where you say, well, they said in the class that if I use this product, because I get the clients that y'all chase away with the products. You don't listen to the client. And so they say on the free 15-minute consultation, yeah, I walked in and they just tried to sell me a program. They said the program was $3,000 and they tried to give me these products. But I'm trying to tell them that I have ABC going on, but they didn't want to hear me. They just want to push the product and have me in a program for a whole year. You even have to know that based on the clients that you're talking to, the demographic that you're serving, they're not staying for a year. And even if they stay for a year, they don't want to hear that they're staying for a year. They like 12 weeks. Yeah. They like certain treatment plan, segments. They don't want to hear we're gonna be together forever. They don't want to hear that. So when you look at Trichology Business and look at those foundations and the setup, what's going to make you successful is understanding these things. Also, how do you add solutions? Do you add solutions one at a time, like simple solutions that can be combined, like more water, decreasing dairy? How are you? What is your system for adding solutions, right? Because I remember when a lot of stuff happened when I first started. So I got plenty of, 7 years of this year. Talking to one of my good friends in trichology when we first started. And we was trying to figure out how to do these treatment plans. And it was like, okay, how do we do it? And at first we was trying to build from the bottom, right? And this is a nugget, so use it. We tried to build from the bottom, okay? This will be our lowest plan. And then we're going to add this. And then we're going to add this. And then we're going to add this. Next, we had like 17 plans. Because well, what if they come in with this? Oh, that's a good idea, girl. Let me write that down. But what if they come in with this, but they don't have this? That's a good idea, girl. And we were doing all of that. And then I got a chance to sit and I said, no. And this is for you. Come up with your biggest, what is your ultimate treatment plan? What you would have in it, right? I'm going to have this. I'm going to offer this. This is going to be included. This is how long it's going to be, blah, 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 blah. And then take away from that. When you take these 3 things away from it, that makes the difference. Or if it's time, then that's your next one. And then from that, you take out the next one and then you price accordingly. So if this was $1,500, just for example, if your biggest was $1,500, then your next one was $897. And then the last one would be like $397, just as an example. Because the thing with Trichology Business is that we don't have no structure. And we're running our trichology practices like we're running our salon chairs. And let's be honest, we didn't do that well either. Can we be real? When I say we, me is we. So I'm not getting on y'all. I'm not in y'all business. All right. Also, when you look at what makes a trichology business successful, is the time you spend based on severity. What you mean, Maisha? I'm glad you asked, girl. Because there are some things that are really severe, right? And so how much time do you want to spend with somebody with a severe issue? Are you qualified for that severe issue? Do you have to work with someone else to remedy that severe issue? And what do you consider severe? So when you look at trichology and you look at trichology business, don't be out here talking about, I'm growing hair. That was me. I'm talking about me, y'all. I could grow hair. And anybody can go, can you do this? Yup. And can you do that? Yeah. I didn't know how to say no because I was so desperate for trichology clients. I was so desperate for these trichology clients. I was just like, Lord, please let somebody come in and let them have the issue that this box of products is going to remedy because I don't know nothing else. I didn't even know how to apply what I used from school. I was a hot mess. So the next thing is, like I said, knowing your limitations, right? But this is another step to it. Knowing your limitations based on science and not theory. This is why you can't say yes to everything. This is going to be a part of your trichology business foundation. Knowing your limitations based on science and not on theory. Science is the mitochondria. Science is feeding the follicles. Science is your hair grows from the inside out. Theory is I got growing hands and I'm anointed. And I'm not saying you're not anointed. And I'm not saying the people ain't tell you had growing hands. But also when you look at trichology, science is speaking. Right? So based on science, scientifically, are you able to do that? Are you qualified for that? Do you understand the mechanism for that? No. Because sometimes, and I'm talking to my church girls that's on here, sometimes we make stuff that's just natural and scientific, we make it spiritual. And you ain't even have to do that. All you have to do is understand the science behind using this product for this issue, and you could have, or using this ingredient, and you could have got that done. Okay, so that's there's that on that, right? All right. Also, networking is going to help you. So if you scared to go live and you know somebody else scared to go live, but y'all feel like y'all can go live together, then go ahead and start to schedule. Hey, do you mind if I go live with you? You mind if I jump on? I have a following and you have a following, and once we both go live, people can see us both and we could begin to talk. I can feed off of you and you could feed off of me. Right now I'm talking to y'all, but ultimately I'm talking to myself because I can't hear y'all saying amen, right? Or ouch. That also the next thing that's going to make your trichology business successful is studying. Like I said, go back to those books and research. Now listen, when you are a new trichologist in an area, I want you to find out the most popular styles and services, how they are done, the products that are used to achieve the styles. And I want you to make protocols to counteract the possible issues that will come from that type of styling. What does that mean? If I know that everybody gets braids and they are using synthetic hair, I'm going to look at synthetic hair. I'm going to find out what is the most hypoallergenic hair so that I can either have it, or I can collaborate with other stylists and tell them, hey, if your clients are complaining of this issue and it's causing itching and inflammation, use this. Also have them come to me so I can check out their scalp, and I'll send people to you if they want braids or what have you. It's just an example. Also, you want to make sure that you have contracts in place. Somebody say contracts. Don't just be out here doing stuff on good faith. Because honestly, the survival of the fittest and the thing that makes a difference between me and another trichologist is my documentation, is that that the client has something to go back to and say, okay, well, she said she was going to provide this, this, and this. Another thing with that, when I first started, I would say, okay, I had like a whole list, right? And it was like, oh, do this. You're gonna get 3 weeks of this and 4 weeks of this and 5 weeks of this and right? Order. But you know what I found out very quickly was that some stuff that I had in in my arsenal for growing hair back. Some stuff the client did not respond to, their scalps did not respond to. And so it behooved me not to put all those things. I just had a list of the things that you could maybe perhaps get during your time with me. And then once I did that, I looked at how the hair and the scalp was responding. And once I looked at how the hair and scalp was responding, that's when I decided to move on or not. You get what I'm saying? So like if the scalp is really, really responding to a certain scalp mask and you're getting that issue at bay, then you probably want to sit there for a little bit. You want to be like, oh, time now let me give you, this and let me do that. No. So you want to make sure that you're looking at all those things, right? So how you are doing your trichology business is really going to help you. How is your practice going to be successful? Remember, all of this is systems. How you run the business is a system as far as getting paid, right? Nobody should be inboxing you talking about some. And here's a picture of me 5 months ago, and here's a picture of me 6 months ago. No, have a form. I don't care if you use Google, because Google Forms are free, and now they got the little thing where you can upload the picture. So what you do is you have it where they can, you put it behind a little paid situation, right? Have a little button, right? It take them to the form. After they have paid, they can answer all these questions and upload pictures if you are going to take pictures. But don't just have people in your inbox and texting you on your phone talking about, hey, sweetie, it's your aunt. And auntie want to know why she ain't got no hair in the back. Well, auntie, now if I'm doing your hair at the house, I probably will tell you. But if you want my professional expertise and input, then I'm going to need you to go this way, auntie. Okay? Don't let the saints come and tell you, oh, the Lord sure did use you. You sure did sing, Sister Shell. Shell, you sure did sing at church. Listen, my baby is, her hair is breaking in the top. Because another thing that makes you really successful in trichology business is boundaries. It's boundaries. Absolutely boundaries. Okay, so I hope that helped you. First day was trichology foundations, basically the type of trichology that you want to offer, who you want to be as a trichologist, the demographic that you want to serve. I also talked about the 5 types of hair loss that we see most commonly behind the chair as stylists. The next day was the exit plan, whether you want to go completely to your trichology practice, or you want to have a hybrid, have a VIP day or 2, and then do trichology, or you want to infuse trichology into your hairstyling business and you don't want to let either one go, right? So that's really, really good. Thank you so much. And then finally today is trichology business. Trichology business, understanding that you need to put systems in place. Don't just wing it. Don't just wing it. Okay. Look at people that you admire, but you don't have to be a carbon copy. Take what parts you like and go on about your business. You see what I'm saying? So in that vein there, just a bit of housekeeping before I get out of here. I have VIP days. If you want to be with me for a full day, you can do that virtually and you can do that in person. Come to New York, chill with me. You know what I'm saying? The next thing is strategy sessions are available right now, as well as one-on-one coaching. So if you need to get your business all the way together and you like, girl, I done went to this school, I done bought all these products and I do not know what to do with them, you need a strategy session. You need maybe one-on-one coaching where I am with you for 6 weeks and you're getting everything I have. I'm breaking everything down to you. So yeah, you want to do that. Also, I think sometime next week, I'm going to have a content camp. It's going to be a masterclass. One day it'll be like 2-3 hours, but we're gonna get your stuff together for 2023. And I got some other stuff coming up. I know in person is the preventive care trichologist masterclass. It is also in person, absolutely luxurious because I love luxury. So it's gonna fill away. Hey now. So it's gonna feel real bougie, because that's how you need to feel. Trichology is a Tiffany lifestyle, baby. And so knowing that, you understand that you are able to charge what you need to charge, do what you need to do, but you're going to be providing solutions. I never feel guilty for what I charge, because I know I'm providing solutions. And when you study and when you research and you understand what you're doing, you don't ever have to feel guilty about what you charge. So for those of us that are still charging the low price of $97 for a hair loss consultation, uh-uh, uh-uh. Give me an eye for inappropriate, right? For those of us that are still just throwing in little treatments here and there, but we know that we spent the money for education and all that, and they getting trichology treatments for the low price of $47. Inappropriate, inappropriate, inappropriate. Okay. So anyway, have a great day today. I hope what I said helped you. Happy hair growing. You can go to the link in my bio on Instagram and go ahead and schedule your strategy session. It is a full hour. Yeah, and all of that. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you for joining me.